forgive me for this trap shit. Sergeant Smack making backflip. Telly Hank did with the action. With the Vato speaking Spanish. Frank Matthews, how I vanish. Poof. Came back like I'm King Tut. Gold BBS is on a beamer. When Fat Cat was 10 queens up. Ball off the profit, not the re-up. Fly like Puerto Rican Jesus. Uptown like I'm Baby Maine. Just caught a touchdown from the Bay.
He went by King Fish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How big was he?
He was the king of South Memphis.
Uh-huh.
So you know what that means. If you the king of South Memphis, that was his area.
Of interest in the murder of a known gang member. This is Derek Matthews. He also goes by the street name D Murder. Police want to talk to him about the murder of John Kingfish Jones. That's Kingfish Jones right there. They tell us Jones was ambushed and killed in a barrage of gunfire last December. Right now, Raymond Muhammad is charged in the murder. Police say he admitted to killing Jones. If you know where Matthews is tonight, you're asked to call police.
An arrest in connection with the December 23rd killing of John Jones. The Memphis Police Department telling us they've arrested Raymond Muhammad. That happened last night. Now, we're told that Jones was well known in the Memphis streets and by the Memphis Police Department. In fact, some believe his death has played a role in the violence we now see across our city. Fox 13's Marius Payton has been on this story. He joins us live from the Tillman station. Marius, tell us about this connection.
Daryl, here's the connection. John Jones was a very powerful man in the streets of Memphis. He went by the name of Kingfish. And when Kingfish was shot and killed, some say the streets reacted.
He went by King Fish.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
How big was he?
He was the king of South Memphis.
Uh-huh.
So you know what that means. If you the king of South Memphis, that was his area.
Frank Gotti knew Kingfish. He also knew the power Kingfish held in the streets. But that all ended when police say Raymond Muhammad shot and killed the street legend on December 23rd. Gotti says the effect of that shooting sent a shockwave of violence through Memphis.
Well, you know, Kingfish was, he was really loved. So, you know, people that love you, they go all out for you,
Mike Collins is a retired lieutenant commander for Shelby County Sheriff's Department. He was puzzled by the violent start to 2016 and says he now has the answer.
We find out that John Jones was murdered, Kingfish.
Yes.
Murdered back in December. And you said that might be the straw that broke the camel's back and got things going.
Absolutely. These are the residual effects of people that's involved in that kind of activity. There's always retaliation and other things of this nature that goes along with this particular type of activity.
The streets can't get no worse than what it is, because it's a lot going on in Memphis.
But unfortunately, it may. Collins tells me gang crime is hard to police because it's almost impossible to predict.
Normally, the police is in a reactive state, and that's just the unfortunate part about the policing aspect of it. It's totally unpredictable, and you have no idea what they might do next.
Now, there was not a lot of news coverage surrounding the death of Kingfish. It happened on the very same day that those tornadoes hit Holly Springs, but both Gotti and Collins tell me they fear that the violence may get worse. Coming up on Fox 13 News at 10, Collins tells me what he fears most about these unpredictable acts of violence. Reporting live from Tillman Station, Marius Payton, Fox 13 News.
Yo. We back. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb. We on our way to Tennessee with it. South Memphis to be exact. And y'all know exactly what's going on around here. And today we are going to be covering somebody that is considered a big dog in the city of South Memphis and even bigger in South Memphis. And the person I'm speaking about is going to be John Kingfish Jones. But before I get into anything about Kingfish, I want to talk about Memphis as a city itself. Now, according to recent information, they're going to say that gang violence accounts for roughly 13% of the homicides in Memphis. Now, for those that don't know, Memphis is a city that's plagued by gangs. And one of these gangs is going to be an outfit by the name of the Memphis Mobb. Now, if you're from Memphis, they don't need no introduction, but I feel a need to kind of break down the group for those that are not familiar. Now, from my research, they're definitely a big group in Memphis itself, but I also seen where they had members that branched off to go do illegal activities in New Mexico, pretty much Albuquerque, if I'm not mistaken. And they were hit with an indictment almost a decade ago stemming out of Albuquerque and even involving murders, if I'm not mistaken, or murder. And according to all reports, they're going to say that John Kingfish Jones was one of the people at the hierarchy of the so-called Memphis Mobb. And they're going to say with that position, it yielded him unprecedented power in the Memphis streets, and he was well known. And after his murder, I saw where mourners and supporters went directly to Facebook and they would post RIP Kingfish, as well as the person responsible for this is a dead man walking. And for John Kingfish Jones, who was 53 at the time of his death, to be such a big and huge figure in Memphis, when authorities determined what he was killed for and over, it just seemed so petty. Authorities would end up arresting a gentleman by the name of Raymond Muhammad, who was 21 at the time, and they would allege that he fired an AK-47 from a passing car on December 23rd, hitting and killing John Kingfish Jones, who was found dead on the front porch of a house on the 1500 block of McMillan Street in South Memphis. And this is going to be one of the most shocking details of the entire case. For the murder of John Kingfish Jones, Raymond Muhammad was only paid $1,000 and a cell phone, as authorities would determine that a guy by the name of Derek Matthews, who was 37 at the time and would be extradited from Houston and be jailed on a $2 million bond for his connection in Kingfish's murder. The case would make some time before it was seen in court, but it would be eventually seen in 2018. And that's where Derek Matthews would go on to plead guilty to the conspiracy to commit first-degree murder in the case, and he was eventually sentenced to 20 years in prison. Now, Raymond Muhammad, who wanted to take his chances against Shelby County in their murder case against him, would be eventually found guilty and sentenced to life after a criminal court jury only took 20 minutes to return that verdict against him. Now, during the course of the trial, it would be determined that John Kingfish Jones had gotten into some kind of dispute with another man at a nightclub, allegedly over a female. That would prompt Derek Matthews to get in contact with Raymond Muhammad and essentially place the hit on Kingfish Jones. Now, authorities going to say that after Kingfish's death, 2 days before Christmas in 2015, that would lead to unprecedented violence in Memphis going into 2016. And we all know that Memphis is always one of the top ranked cities as far as violent crimes, as far as murders and different things like that. So if you was in Memphis, definitely South Memphis in this time, 2015, 2016, we definitely need y'all in the comment box to let us know if y'all seen any ramifications of this, if this turned the city up more than normal. And y'all know what it is with me. Y'all make sure y'all follow me on Instagram, on Twitter, POP_A_LOT. Y'all hit the subscribe right under this video so y'all know when this real trill spill shit is dropping. Y'all get in the comment box from wherever, and y'all let me know what cities we need to go to, what cities we haven't been to, what gangsters we haven't covered, what we got wrong, where we need to head to next. And y'all get at me however y'all see fit. Y'all call me, y'all text me, y'all tweet me, y'all tag me, y'all mention me, y'all CC me, y'all email me. Y'all stop me in the street. However y'all see fit, I'm with all the shit. It's your boy Popalot. Mobb.